goes to the UNLV Rebels in this Mountain West Conference matchup from War Memorial Stadium in Laramie, Wyoming. Great to have you with us on this Saturday night. Thanks for joining us here tonight here with Wyoming and UNLV about to do battle. Mike Corey and Rini Ngolia. Typically a close matchup when these two get together, isn't it?
And an important one for both these teams. Listen, they start Mountain West play tonight, so let's get after it.
All right, Wyoming comes in at 3-1, and they were oh so close to being an undefeated team right now.
So close. How about one play close, really? Last week against Tulsa, a very physical game. Sean Chambers, the quarterback, making plays with his feet, scores a touchdown to keep Wyoming in it. But I tell you what, Tulsa comes right back. And then at the end of the game, a minute left, Chambers tries to make a play with his feet, fumbles at the goal line. Tulsa escapes with the win.
On the other side for UNLV, a team that is 1-2 on the season right now. They were off last week, so they've had a little bit of extra time to get ready for this game, and they've got a very talented running back.
Yeah, a rested and ready running back in Charles Williams, one of the best running backs so far in FBS. He's averaging over 150 yards a game. Last time out, had a career-high 168 yards against Northwestern. I love his ability. He's got great top-end speed, and he has the ability to plant that foot, use that stiff arm, and get north and south in a hurry. And because he's rested, look for Charles Williams to carry the ball about 25 times a night against the Pokes.
Well, here's what we've been talking about with a series history, and UNLV defeated Wyoming 69-66 in 3 overtimes back in 2016. That was a crazy game there. In this series, they've had 4 overtime games between these two.
It's something about Wyoming when UNLV plays them. It brings out the best offensively because they tend to score a bunch of points against this Cowboys defense.
So UNLV to kick off, and Dante Crow and Austin Conway back deep for Wyoming. They don't have a chance at it. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25, and we'll get to see Sean Chambers for the first time tonight. The redshirt freshman quarterback from Kerman, California, the top rusher on this team. And this is where they get the majority of their production. Not always through the air, but it's in the ground.
Well, and he's a redshirt freshman. He's gaining experience with every game, with every rep. He's got a great build, 6'3", 218. Just has to make good decisions with the football. He needs to be a little bit more accurate and complete those easy passes, those outs, the ones that are high percentage.
Titus Swen is the running back to the right of Chambers. And he gets the call on first down. And we're going to see a lot of this here. 2 running teams, both with their quarterbacks as well. Titus Swen is the starting running back, the true freshman for Wyoming because of the injury to Trey Smith.
Yeah, Trey Smith, a broken bone in his foot, so he is out. And as you said, Swen, a true freshman, and you love to see guys. Last year at this time, he was playing high school football. Now he's in there carrying the load for this Wyoming offense.
Skylar Miller's in the backfield along with Swen. Second down, keeper, Chambers, and not much. Going to be a 3rd down and about 6 coming up here for the Cowboys in their opening drive tonight.
Yeah, and both these teams obviously are good at the run. That's what they want to do. That's their identity. So this game's going to be won and lost at the line of scrimmage. Which interior line can win?
We talked about this earlier. You don't see teams huddling that much this season anymore, do you? Or throughout college football in general?
No, and Wyoming is one of very few that does. Slow the game down, huddle, and take their time.
3rd down, Brett Brenton in the backfield. Dante Crow in motion, Chambers, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. 3 and out for Wyoming to start. Good job by UNLV defensively.
Well, and you saw UNLV, they stepped the guy up in the box. They know Chambers has running ability, and so they're kind of spying him. They're not flying out of there. They want him to use his arm. He steps up and does exactly what they thought he would do. Hester makes the tackle, middle linebacker for UNLV, and as you said, Mike, a 3 and out, a great start for the Rebels defense.
Ryan Galovich is the punter, and Jacob Gasser back to return for UNLV, and dangerous there as he makes the catch, and a flag comes in. Aiden Eberhardt on the tackle. And let's check the call. Our referee tonight is Mike Catone.
Holding, number 24 of the offense. 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
All right, so UNLV on offense from the 41-yard line, and their quarterback is Armani Rogers, the junior out of Los Angeles. His 4th season with the program. He redshirted when he first got there. What do you know about him?
He's the face of the program. Again, he will hurt you with his feet, as you said. A great runner. He's got a good arm. You know, everyone looks at his numbers thus far. 53% completion percentage. Really just had one bad game against Arkansas State, but he needs to complete some balls tonight, too. Take some pressure off the running game.
Charles Williams, the running back, but it's a keeper from Rogers as he goes to the outside and gets ran out of bounds after a gain of about 3.
You know, it's interesting talking to both defensive coordinators in this game. They both kind of have similar styles that they want to attack. Both these quarterbacks run. They're talking about putting an extra defender in the box, maybe even a spy, specifically on quarterback Armani Rogers. And if Wyoming does spy him, it'll probably be number 8, Rome Weber, the free safety.
2nd down and 7. Another keeper, now pass out to Darren Woods Jr., who makes the reception for UNLV. And just at the last second, Rogers able to get it to Woods Jr. for a 1st down. Weber, as you mentioned, makes the tackle, but it's a gain of 14.
I love the play call by Garner Justice, the offensive run. This is true RPO, run-pass option. As the quarterback, Rogers, goes to the left, the last second the defender comes, he throws it to his receiver. And what makes that play legal is the line just went out to the right. No linemen were downfield. That's a true RPO. That's what it should look like.
1st down and 10 from the 48-yard line. And it is Williams for the first time tonight, and just like that, a gain of 10 and a 1st down to the Wyoming 42-yard line. We'll see if they give it to him maybe a few inches shy.
And what I love about Charles Williams, coaches call him Chuck. He runs angry and hungry, and you love that about your running backs as we take a look at his numbers. You know, and he's got elite finishing speed, so when he does break those tackles and gets into the secondary, he can turn on those jets.
Most through 3 games in UNLV history. 2nd in FBS over the 151 yards a ball game, and it's a 2nd down and short. Rogers again on the pass and making the reception to get it hit right on the spot. Should be good enough for the 1st down as Jacob Gasser, Jordan Murray on the tackle. So we've seen this a couple times now already with him looking like he's going to run, and the last second throws the pass.
Again, true RPO. I mean, Murray comes up and makes a nice tackle, but they only needed a yard to get the 1st down, and they got it. And speaking of Jordan Murray, another true freshman, he only goes about $150. He's a light guy, but boy, not afraid to throw his body around in there. 1st down and 10 for UNLV from the 25-yard line, and it's a handoff to Williams, and he is ripped down by the Wyoming defense. Nice combination tackle there. Yeah, it was Cash Malawia, I believe.
Chad Muma, 48.
48, not 46. And they got a good bunch of linebackers. This is Wyoming Cowboys defense.
Second down, keeper, and Rogers ripped down. That tackle by Elijah Halliburton and Solomon Byrd. How about some defensive numbers for Wyoming this season, a team that's 3-1 on the year?
Well, it's a ball-hawking defense. They're +5 in turnover ratio, but Coach Bowl told us they got to get better. They wants more takeaways, and starting with tonight, needs those interceptions, needs those strips, those fumbles, but I like their aggressiveness. They will come up and hit you, this unit.
4th in the nation in sacks with the 18, as you saw. They had 19 all of last year. 3rd and 8 for the Rebels. Play clock. They have time. Rogers, pressure, and he throws it into the ground. Mario Mora there in his face for Wyoming.
And it's a very active defense, from the defensive line and the linebackers to the secondary. They're very active, and they're active with a purpose. They show blitz, they send one, drop another one, and they get to Rogers and force the quick throw. Good job by the defense.
It's going to be a 40-yard attempt here for Daniel Gutierrez. He's just 1 of 2 on the season. And this kick has plenty of distance, and it is good. Nice kick from Gutierrez. And UNLV gets points on their opening drive. 3-0 here on the road at Wyoming. It's about a 2-hour drive from Denver. You fly in, you come up to Laramie.
We did it.
We did it.
Yeah.
Thursday night.
We're going to do it again soon.
Yes. Early on, it's 3-0 here with UNLV over Wyoming. They got a 40-yard field goal, and the kickoff through the back of the end zone once again.
Here's the thing, Wyoming has a bye next week, so Coach Bull was saying 1-0, 1-0. That was the concentration. Try to get this win at all costs and then rest up with next week off and then get ready for the gauntlet in the rest of conference play.
Injuries at vital positions there. Keeper by Chambers. He's got the first and more. He did this last week in a run for the first into UNLV territory, the 45-yard line.
Yeah, it's just zone read, and Sean Chambers, as a redshirt freshman, he runs it so smooth, makes the read perfect, puts it in the belly of the back, pulls it out, reads the end man on the line of scrimmage to Emo as he shoots down, keeps it down the left side, nice ball security, and does a nice job with his stiff arm. You know, I like that.
We saw that last week, right, in that Tulsa matchup. 22-yard gain for Chambers. Titus Swen now in the backfield. I formation set. Puts his head down, picks up a couple. Craig Bohl's been leading this team now for 6 years here at Wyoming, the former head coach at North Dakota State, where they won 3 straight national championships. And the guy that's been in Nebraska, and been in Fargo, now here in Laramie, kind of all seems to work together.
He's very businesslike. I loved meeting with him yesterday, and really, they got great facilities up here in Wyoming. Everyone says how hard it is to recruit up here. Listen, facilities are great. They get the kids up here, and he's looking for a specific type of player to come up here to play for him. You want to play in a big city, this isn't the place for you.
Second down carry. Valladay first down. And more to the 25 of UNLV. And for Craig Bohl, being in those places of Nebraska, North Dakota State, and here in Laramie, all kind of a similar setting. Like you said, it's not, you're not looking at big cities here. Yeah. You come here to play football.
He wants some players here that want to get a great education, right? A great degree, and play for a conference championship. That's what he tells these kids. And he wants that blue chip, hard worker type of player with a chip on their shoulder, and he gets them.
First down carry to Titus Swen. And he's still on his feet. What a run here for Swen. And a fumble, and the ball is out at the end of the play. See if UNLV got on it, as that pile just kept moving and moving.
I've been down in a few of those piles. The ball sometimes changes hands a couple times. And that's sometimes the problem when a running back fights for those extra yards. The defenders come up in strip, but Wyoming's going to keep possession here.
Patrick Arnold got back on top of it, the right guard, who was starting in place of Harris in that position, number 57.
You love the fight and the extra effort, but you just got to really secure that ball, and you see it there. It gets pulled out right at the end, but as you said, great hustle by Arnold to get on that fumble.
Keeper, Chambers with daylight, and he gets the first down. I see you put your hands up in the air like, you know, where's the UNLV defense? Well, and another flag is thrown far side field as Chambers got hit.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a late hit out of bounds. The reason I put my hands up, it's great vision from Sean Chambers. I love it. It's zone read. It's supposed to say front side. He sees it backdoor down the left. Unbelievable vision as he bounces that to the outside. And he's getting a little extra activity out of bounds.
After the play, personal foul, late hit, number 17 of the defense. That penalty will be enforced half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
That's a big one. Evan Austrie with the penalty of a late hit. Think about this. UNLV is tied for third in the nation with just 3 penalties per game. They've got 2 already today, and this is a big one.
It wasn't much by Austrie, but again, a little business out of bounds, and they're going to call it. They're going to protect players.
Coach Sanchez not thrilled about it for UNLV. It's first and goal for Wyoming. Valladay right up the middle, touchdown.
Well, Valladay and Swen, for that matter, have been a little nicked up. They look 100% healthy now. Just straight downhill run. Great blocking up front by that Cowboys offensive line. I like how Valladay squares those shoulders, lowers them, gets behind his pads, and is running angry there to get to the goal line.
Cooper Roth with the extra point kick. And Wyoming now leads at 7-3.
Great answer by Wyoming. 8 plays, 75 yards, 7-yard TD run by Xavier Valade.
That was a lot of fun yesterday at the Wyoming Rodeo Team's training facility. Reedy got aboard Playboy. I was aboard Holeshot. We got to thank Cassie McPherson and Bo Clark, who's the head rodeo coach there, and giving us a little bit of...
Why didn't they show the video when we were going about 20, 25 miles an hour?
We were cruising.
They just showed the little, you know, putzing around.
The rodeo team has been historically successful here. They've had national championships, numerous individual national championships. They're at a seasonal regional rodeo today, this weekend in Riverton, Wyoming, so we wish them the best.
And thank them. They were great. Awesome experience yesterday.
Tylee Collins back to return the kick for UNLV. And he'll take it to a knee. And Rogers with time. And now can try to run for it. And he is going to have it. What an extra effort by Armani Rogers for UNLV.
And it's just extra effort. You know, Cash Malaria thought he had him tackled. He fought through that tackle. And then Halliburton comes up to try to keep Rogers from getting the first down. That's just extra effort. I mean, and that's a 6'5", 225-pound frame, getting low, fighting for those extra yards and keeping this drive alive for the Rebels.
Armani Rogers moves into 10th place in the Mountain West's all-time rushing list for a quarterback. He's already got the UNLV record for career rushing yards by a QB as Jamal Neal carries for the Rebels, and we were told that he was going to get a few carries today. He's the fullback, 41. The sophomore hasn't carried the ball up until tonight.
So they want to go with a heavy crew. Neal's 250 pounds, so he'll play some tailback and carry the ball when they go heavy. And then he can also lead block when Armani Rogers keeps it on those design quarterback runs. So it gives you an extra blocker in the formation as well.
And now it's Williams in the carry. And he gets up to the 44-yard line.
And, you know, talking to the UNLV coaches, that's one thing they thought, because they're so big up front with their offensive line, they thought they can really push the defensive line Wyoming off the ball. And when you bring Neal in with that big heavy package as well, they think they can win the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 3. Rogers, and he's got to get to the 47. This is going to be close. Near officials giving him a better spot. Let's see where they do mark it. It's going to be shy from that position to the 46-yard line.
Well, Chad Muma stepped right up in the hole and met Rogers one-on-one and kept him from getting the first down. I mean, it looks like it's going to be 4th and short. But watch 48 step up and make the tackle.
They are going to go for it. UNLV 4th and 1 from their own 46. Rogers passes, and the catch is made by Giovanni Faulo, and he is going the distance. It's a touchdown for the Rebels. Oh, what a call. 54 yards.
What a play call by Garner Justice, the offensive coordinator. A little Tim Tebow jump pass there from Armani Rogers. Wyoming selling out for the run there.
And the extra point is good by Gutierrez. Well, that's what happens, right? When you're a running team sometimes, and then all of a sudden you can go do that.
Well, in the defense, Wyoming was not thinking pass whatsoever. They're going to load the box up. Then there's still a safety in the middle of the field. He needs to step up and read the tight end there. He doesn't. It's just bad eye discipline. The jump pass goes to Palalo, and then he's off to the races. Great speed.
The official there kind of gave him a little bit of a block as well. There's not much you can do about it.
He's part of the game.
He was right there.
But Braden's got to have a little better eye discipline. You got to see what can hurt you. The tight end could hurt you there, and he did.
Valde, and tripped up by Vic Viramontes. Xavier Valde, he's a guy that's added some weight in the offseason as well. Missed one game earlier. Now he's limping off the field a little bit, so he is out.
Well, and it was an ankle injury he was nursing, so again, really banged up at the running back position.
Possibly re-injured that. Titus Swen is back in, true freshman. Swen's got it. Breaks through, first down. Eluding tackles, Titus Swen. What about him now? He's inside the 30 and finally tracked down inside the 15. Aaron Lewis and Jamin White combined on the tackle.
And what makes these plays go is blocking in the secondary by wide receivers. They're going to spring Titus Swen. I mean, great ability. We're going to see some wide receivers get in here. Right there, number 8, Dante Crow with a nice block. Love to see the wide receivers blocking downfield for the running backs, and that big run will take us to the end of this first quarter.
Swen was nursing an injured quad, but didn't show anything on that run right there. 59 yards, and he has really set up Wyoming now in business from the 13-yard line. A career-long run for him. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 13 when we come back. That's the end of one. UNLV 10 and Wyoming 7 on this Saturday night. The touchdown from Valade, but then a big pass play to the tight end Fowler for UNLV. They lead it by 3. Second quarter when we come back. Welcome back to ESPN College Football Primetime, presented by Dr. Pepper. It is 10-7 UNLV as Wyoming and Titus Swen there, 36 in the backfield, set up with a first down and 10 from the 13-yard line. It is Swen, and he is met this time, and it's going to be dropped for a loss. Titus Swen, his family came from Africa when he was 4 years old. His mother, his father, his brothers, they did not understand football. Well, he does now. He just had that 59-yard run to set him up at the 13-yard line.
And the family still doesn't understand. They're learning, but boy, Titus Swen, as you said, he learned it in a hurry.
He's going to check out here on a 2nd down and 14 as they lost 4 yards. Rainey, how about this? 14 plays for Wyoming, all rushes.
No passes yet. My kind of football.
Chambers, keeper, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Sean Chambers.
Well, Mike, when you run it like that, who needs to throw it? This is just a quarterback off tackle. Sean Chambers, great blocking up front. It's just quarterback power off tackle. And how about they run it behind the right side with Patrick Arnold and Frank Crum, who have been inserted because they lost the two starters last week.
Extra point is no good, and it's 13-10 Wyoming. And 153 total yards already by the Cowboys on the ground. That's all they've done.
And good lead block by the fullback / running back, Jeff Burrows, 34 for Wyoming. Does it all.
Cooper Roth to kick off, and let's just think about this. He has only missed 2 extra points in his career now, 141 and 143. It's 1st and 10 as Rogers takes him the shotgun, guts it out here for Darren Woods Jr. And that is a pickup of 6 yards on the catch. Azizi Hearn makes the tackle for Wyoming.
And even plays like that, it stretches the field right sideline to side and makes that defense kind of spread out. And then when you come back with quarterback, keeper, zone read with Armani Rogers, it just makes those lanes that much more available.
They're safe, easy passes.
Yeah.
you wonder why teams wouldn't do it more to kind of spread them out.
And I mean, you look up, it doesn't look like much, and we always talk about staying ahead of the chains. That's 6 yards on first down. It's a great pickup.
Williams in the backfield. He gets it. Charles Williams, and he strings it out. He's going to get about 2 yards. Nice job of the Wyoming defense. Jordan Murray ran him out. Remember, this is a guy that comes in averaging 151 yards a game. Is Charles Williams, number 8, and he is down on the sideline, so grasping that right leg a little bit.
And it's just so tough as a running back. You're outside. You turn the corner. You don't see that safety come up. And Murray, really, the cornerback, he's 150 pounds. He goes low. That's what he does. He's going to go really low here on Charles Williams. And it's nothing illegal. That's just a corner coming up, hitting him low right in the thigh. And you just hope that Charles Williams okay.
Williams wanted to come back on the field. He had to be restrained. Injury timeout here in Wyoming. Not good for UNLV. Their star running back Charles Williams had to be helped off the field. 5 carries, 17 yards tonight. He comes in averaging 9.1 and second in the nation with 151 yards a game coming in. And we don't know if we're going to see him for the rest of the night. We'll have to find out.
Yeah, let's hope he's okay.
Armani Rogers tries to get it to the outside on a 3rd down, and it's incomplete. Looking for Jacob Gasser, and it's 4th and 3, UNLV. The last time they had a 4th and 1 around this side of the field, they threw a touchdown pass to the tight end, but I think this time they're going to punt.
Yeah, they're going to punt, and a good job by the Wyoming defense. You know, talking to Jake Dickert, the defensive coordinator, said his defense has a motto: we have to hunt together. You see those defensive backs aren't afraid to come up and run support. And you got to do that when you're playing a good running back and a good running quarterback.
Hayes Hicken will punt for UNLV. Austin Conway back to return for the Cowboys. From the 14, he's got some space. Conway. And across the 30 to the 35-yard line. Not bad. Brought down by Farrell Hester for UNLV on special teams. Wyoming football when we come back up 3. Wyoming Territorial Prison, former federal government prison, built in 1872. I love that. Instead of making the license plates, they make the inmates make brooms.
You would have been making brooms back then, Mike.
Right. That's how old it was. Butch Cassidy was incarcerated there back in 1894 to 1896. And they opened this facility back in 1991 to the public.
You would have been a good broom maker, I think.
Yeah, maybe. See a whiteout here tonight. Great War Memorial Stadium in Laramie.
Great crowd. Stadium holds 29,000, close to a sellout.
Wyoming football, 1st down and 10 from the 35-yard line, and it's Titus Swen in the carry. And remember, this Wyoming offensive group working with their right side of the offensive line out. They got 57 Patrick Arnold in at right guard and 75 Frank Crum in at right tackle.
And I love the fact that they insert 2 new guys, and they're running to that right side. I mean, everything's a go with the offensive line. They're not really holding back. You love to see guys step up. You hope Velasquez and Harris obviously get healthy, but it's great to see guys step in.
And Swen, another carry for Wyoming, and he is going to get down close to the 45-yard line, possibly a 1st down. We'll see if they spot it. An injury to their running back and Trey Smith as well. So,
and talking to offensive coordinator Brent Vegan about Titus Swen, he says he's got a chip on his shoulder as a player, as a running back, and you love that. It's just going to get that extra effort. But now, you know, 3rd and short here. I like that quarterback power. You bring a big fullback in, maybe run to that right side, let Sean Chambers keep it. A little power action here, we'll see. I formation.
3rd down. Chambers is going to pass for the first time tonight, and he's got a wide open man down the field. It's Josh Harshman, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. Just like what UNLV did, Wyoming comes right back to their tight end for a 56-yard score.
It's like a chess match, right? Anything you can do, I can do better. Checkmate. I was looking for quarterback power or run there. Apparently so was the UNLV defense. It's Chambers. It's Harshman. First pass attempt of the day for Chambers, goes for a touchdown.
That was crazy. Extra point from Roth is good, and it's 20-10 Wyoming.
But when you're a defense and you sell out to stop the run, And the offense pulls back, a little play action, slides the tight end down the seam. Harshman in for the score. Pokes lead it 20-10.
20-10, Wyoming with 10:36 to play, second quarter. Cowboys have 20 points on the board. They've only thrown one pass, but it was a good one, right?
Pretty good, yeah. If you're a quarterback and you're going to throw one, 56-yard touchdown will do.
Tylee Collins lets it go. 17 plays on the ground, 1 through the air, and that one that you just saw right there for the touchdown. They have 20 points to the board, and they've thrown one ball tonight. It's crazy. That's Harshman's second career touchdown, as it's Tylee Collins now for UNLV, able to get about 7-8 yards on the play. Harshman only had one catch coming into this game through 4 games tonight, but because they don't pass it that much, like we've said, when they do, it hurts you in a big way, and it did.
And we see Tylee Collins get the ball there. The coach has said he's the most explosive player all around in space, and they need to find a way to get him touches tonight.
Darren Williams again. First down run and into Wyoming territory as he went right into Halliburton that time.
Well, Halliburton's going to get credit for a tackle there, but he got ran over by Darren Williams. I mean, you hear me talk about running behind your pads, Mike, and you always ask me, what does that mean? Watch Darren Williams get low right there. That's behind his pads. The pads are out in front of him. He lowers the boom. As a running back, you always want to deliver the shot to the defensive back like Darren Williams did right there. And then it makes them think twice maybe before they want to stick their nose in there again.
Well, no doubt, 15-yard gain that time. And now Rogers goes over the middle and almost a one-handed grab by Noah Bean, the sophomore tight end.
Oh, and then it looked like he had the big tight end, Bean, down the middle of the field. And really, it's a mirror image of what these offenses are doing. They're establishing the run in these aggressive defenses, and they just slide the big tight end and gets a paw on it, just can't bring it in. Get that other hand up there, Noah. See if you can bring it in with 2.
Rogers 5 of 8 passing for 81 yards and a touchdown. They almost had another big one, second down and 10. Second down after the penalty, pressure comes in, Rogers, and the pass is incomplete. And taking a shot was Williams, and Logan Wilson delivered it. We've talked about the top 2 guys as evident tonight, Halliburton and Logan Wilson.
Yeah, and I told you, Logan Wilson will bring you to the football if you just watch him. It's the correct read by Armani Rogers. It was a blitz. Quick hot read to his running back, Darren Williams. Unfortunately, Logan Wilson read it perfectly.
Logan Wilson is a former cornerback, and he's a guy that could be playing at the next level. Look at his career ranks, second in the nation of active FBS players and tackles and defensive touchdowns. UNLV to Williams and the catch, and it should be good for the first. Oh no, he's well short, excuse me, as he gets hit out of bounds, and the Wyoming fans are psyched, as they're only 1 for 5 on third down tonight is UNLV.
And that was Courtney Reese, the true freshman. Little swing route out, and good effort there, but you're going to give him that if you're the Wyoming defense. The underneath pass, come up and make the tackle on 3rd and long. Exactly what they did. Force the punt.
First time we saw Reese in action tonight, the true freshman for UNLV, and back to punt is Hayes Hicken once again. And Conway for Wyoming, Austin Conway trying to find some space, goes down the sideline. He's dragged out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So Wyoming back on offense, leading by 10. And a keeper, Chambers, he's going to have the first and gets into UNLV territory. Oh, what a run. How did that happen?
I mean, you want to talk about a backbreaker if you're defensive coordinator Tim Skipper for UNLV. 3rd and 12, you got to get off the field on 3rd down, let alone 3rd and 12. It's just zone read. Sean Chambers pulls it out of the belly of the running back. 34 yards later, he's down the left sideline with the first down and a big gain.
And Xavier Valladay is taken down for maybe a yard. Jacoby Windman there for UNLV. Chambers shotgun with Jeff Burrows to his right with a second down here for the Cowboys. Chambers keeper, and UNLV's ready for it. Nice job that time. 21st run to 2 passes, as you saw the graphic, as we approach 5 minutes left in this second quarter.
Well, that's on the defensive line. Nice job getting off blocks at the point of attack. Reading that it was a quarterback keeper and making the tackle at the line of scrimmage.
What do you think here with a 3rd down and 3rd down and 10? They've converted their last 3 third downs.
I would say pass, but you just never know with Wyoming.
3rd down and 15. Little fake from Chambers and the flip. He'll keep it, cuts it back. And finally, this time, UNLV will shut him down on a 3rd down and long.
And I was going to say, too, Connor Roth, the field goal kicker, has really a 52-yard range. And the wind is behind him in the stadium. So they pick up a few extra yards and make it a little easier.
Roth, for his career, was 50 of 65 coming into this game. He's 6 of 10 on the season. This is a 41-yard attempt, and the kick is good. So Cooper Roth nails it. The Mountain West Special Teams Player of the Year last year. And he converts to make it 23-10. 3:53 to go first half.
Yeah, and the important thing is for Wyoming, you don't get the touchdown, but you get points, so you get a positive drive there. And if you're UNLV on defense,
201 rushing yards in this game. And that big pass play to the tight end for the TD. Not many chances at returns here tonight. Darren Williams, trouble in the backfield. And he's going to lose major yardage for UNLV. It's going to be a 7-yard loss on 1st down. Let's take a look at this week's college football rankings brought to you by Capital One. And here's what's been happening so far today with the top 10.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. We talked about, you see Alabama gets the win. Tagovailoa over 400 yards passing. Jalen Hurts at Oklahoma over 400 yards. And everyone thought Mississippi State was going to play a little better at Auburn, really handing it to them. And you talked about the big one, Clemson. Mac Brown goes for 2 at the end of the game to try to get the win. I love the call. Comes up short.
Yeah, both games in progress there at halftime. This pass is intercepted. Picked off by Logan Wilson for Wyoming.
Wilson just steps in front of this. You know, he's a 3-time team captain. NFL caliber middle linebacker. Just reading the eyes of Armani Rogers. Steps right in front of the receiver, Darren Woods. Picks it off. Tries to get it into the house. Just gets tackled a little short at the 3-yard line.
So Wyoming is in business, and you see it, Logan Wilson. Add another, almost another one to that line right there with the defensive touchdowns. He's got 3 in his career. 2nd active in FBS. Carried out for Titus Swen, and he's going to be shut down. It'll be 2nd and goal coming up for the Cowboys. Major turn of events there. Your UNLV, you want to kind of have a sustained drive, right, Rainey? Use some clock instead. Possibility of giving up more points here before the half.
Yeah, UNLV -3 on the year turnover ratio coming into this game, and you got to protect the football, especially at the end of the first half here. And just a great play, though.
14% of Wyoming's plays on defense this year, really all over the field. Keeper Chambers stretches it out. He's going to lose yardage. Evan Ostry over there for UNLV.
Yeah, Austria, one of the most experienced secondary players for UNLV, and that's what you got to do. Press the line of scrimmage, stretch it when Chambers tries to bounce it and ride him out. And it's exactly what they did there. This would be a huge stand for the UNLV defense to at least hold Wyoming to a field goal.
Brent into the backfield. It's a fake to him. Chambers passes, and it's almost picked off. Incomplete. was looking for Dante Crow.
And he had Crow open. He ran an excellent slant pattern. There was no safety out. That's just where Sean Chambers, just take a deep breath and lead your receiver Crow to the middle of the field. Throw him open. I mean, he's open as you're going to watch. He's going to make this in cut on the slant. There's no safety in the middle of the field. He's wide open. It's a touchdown. Just take your time, lead him low and away to the middle of the field, and it's an easy score.
Javen White almost had the pick. Instead, the field goal try is up and good by Cooper Roth, as Wyoming takes advantage of the very short field, and they've now scored on 5 straight possessions. 3 straight touchdowns, and the last 2 have been field goals, and they lead it 26-10.
But the fact that UNLV defense held them to 3 when it was 1st and goal at the 3, Tim Skipper, the defensive coordinator, has to be thrilled with the way his defensive unit stepped up there.
And now this pass is incomplete here for UNLV. 2nd down and 10 coming up. The new QB is in the ball game here for the Rebels, and it's Kenyon Oblad, who is the true redshirt freshman out of Henderson, Nevada. And they liked his play. They were really excited about what Oblad has done, and now they put Rogers on the sideline, and we'll see what Oblad does here late in this first half. That pass is low and incomplete.
And they liked the way Oblad had been playing. They said he'd been playing really well coming in this game. He was 10 of 14 for 129 yards and a touchdown. And so just trying to get the offense a little spark, give him another look. And Oblad, another true freshman playing in this game.
Oblad is actually the all-time leading passer in Nevada high school history. Comes in very heralded out of Henderson, Nevada. Now 1 of 5 on 3rd down of the Rebels tonight on 3rd down. They give to Tyree Jackson. That's going nowhere. And the Cowboys defense fired up. It was Solomon Byrd that came in to make the tackle.
And Wyoming will take a quick time out there to preserve the clock. And now you get the tackle for the loss.
Timeout, Wyoming.
You're going to force UNLV to punt. And now you're going to get excellent field position. And you're tasting blood in the water here if you're Wyoming.
For UNLV, this is going to be their 4th straight drive without any points. Completely the opposite for Wyoming, and they will have good position at their own 42-yard line. Chambers with the play fake. Pressure comes in, and the pass is incomplete, dropped over the middle, and would have had a good reception. There was Crow, and it was defended on the play by Evan Austrie.
And when your quarterback does put it on you, you got to make a play for him, right? Because the young quarterback threw a dime right there. The Dante Crow goes down and just can't make the catch at the end here.
Possible pass interference again here. He's got his jersey grabbed from behind.
Yeah, it was Austrie was tugging him, but that tug didn't affect the drop.
Right.
You still got to make that catch, and Dante Crow knows that. That tug was so quick that the back judge he wasn't going to call it.
High snap, 2nd and 10. Chambers on the keeper. 3-yard gain. And
that's what hurts you with under 2 minutes left when that first play goes incomplete. It really changes everything what you do now. Now you run it on 2nd. Now you're 3rd and long here.
Third and 7. Chambers has a man, and it's caught. And it's Austin Conway. He's got the first down, and it ripped out of bounds. That's going to draw a flag. And multiple ones, you can't do that. Conway on the catch. Javen White ripped him to the ground, and you're going to tack on another 15. And Wyoming's got a chance to go for 6. Not even thinking field goal here.
It was more than a rip to the ground by Javen White. He lifted him up and suplexed him. You can't do it. You know, he's a leader on this team. He's a senior as Javen White. You can't do that.
Late hit out of bounds. Number 16 on the defense. 15-yard penalty.
We're not getting the referee's mic here
but we know what the penalty was.
But yes, exactly. It was pretty evident.
You just can't do it. But how about the protection? Sean Chambers steps up in the pocket and throws a strike to Austin Conway.
That was a great play. It was a nice catch from Conway, his 8th of the season. And it's going to set them up now with 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Chambers and has a man wide open, and it's caught for the touchdown. It's Jackson Marcotte, and the redshirt freshman tight end scores.
I love the play call. They're going to fake a little sweep action here, and then a little scissors action as Marcotte runs a wheel route down the right side. It throws a little low behind him. Great job by Marcotte to go down, catch that ball with his hands, and then a little move for the tight end at the goal line to get it in for 6.
Marcotte's a guy that's done a little bit of everything for this team, says the coaching staff. Just his 4th catch of the season, but it's good for the touchdown. Sure that this is the end of the half here. Clock is at 0s. And that is the end of the half. So Wyoming finishes that half with 26 unanswered points, all in the second quarter after trailing 10-7. Stay tuned for highlights and analysis from the guys in the studio after this break. Welcome back to ESPN College Football, presented by Dr. Pepper. Here in Laramie, Wyoming tonight, as Wyoming leads UNLV 33-10 at the half. And we welcome you back inside War Memorial Stadium. Good to be with you, Mike Corey and Rini and Golia. Boy, that first half kind of turned in a hurry, didn't it?
UNLV got off to a good start, but really when Charles Williams, their star back, got hurt, they just couldn't get into a rhythm when he went out of the game, and just that second quarter was disastrous.
Wyoming has been outstanding. They've scored in their last 6 straight possessions, 4 touchdowns, 2 field goals. How about some of the first half stats?
Really, Wyoming running the ball at will, controlling the line of scrimmage, and exactly what they wanted to do. And you look at the 203 yards rushing for Wyoming, 96 passing, so actually a really good balance. And the quarterback, the redshirt freshman Sean Chambers, doing it with his feet, doing it with his arm. And you look at 1 for 7 third down conversions for UNLV. Just not what they wanted to do here on the road in Laramie.
Definitely not, and we might be seeing the backup quarterback for UNLV to start the second half as well. So we'll find out here as we get ready for the second half kickoff. Sean Chambers is 3 of 6 for 96 yards in this ball game for Wyoming. And the kickoff into the end zone. And UNLV here to start this second half. It's Kenyon Oblad at quarterback and Darren Williams, the running back. So they're already to their second string, if you will, both in the quarterback and running back position for the Rebels here.
And you talked about what a good passer Oblad was in the state of Nevada. So maybe looking for a spark as well, bringing him in to get something going with some throws down the field.
And on the sideline is Armani Rogers, and we had thought that they just tried to change things up earlier, but he looked like he was banged up as well after that last series. Oblad eludes pressure, throws into traffic, and it's incomplete. Was looking for Williams.
Yeah, that's just scramble rules there. You have 2 UNLV receivers in the same place. Oblad tries to make a play, it goes incomplete.
It's going to be third down for UNLV. Courtney Reese is in the backfield. One for 7 on third down tonight, Brady.
Yeah, and this is, you got to protect. You got to give him a chance here to get a throw off.
And he does, but it's tipped and caught by Noah Bean, and it's a first down for UNLV. They needed some sort of luck, and they got it right there.
Noah Bean, the tight end, in the right place at the right time. He gets the deflection. Great concentration as he brings in the reception from Oblad. And sometimes you need a little luck as the big tight end makes the catch to keep this drive alive for UNLV.
So first down and 10 from the 46-yard line now is Oblad with plenty of time. And a deep pass that's almost picked off. Tried to find Randall Grimes, and Azizi Hearn was there uncovered.
Now they try to run a little scissor action with a little wheel route, but Hearn with good coverage there. But there is a flag on the play, so we'll see what the call is. A couple flags on the play.
ineligible downfield, number 71 on the offense. That penalty is declined, second down.
More penalties here for UNLV tonight.
Big Justice Oluwaseun, I mean, he's 6'3", 325, so if he wanders past that 3-yard zone where they're allowed to go, good chance they're going to spot him.
Second down and 10. And Oblad in pressure, and hit as he throws all the way back at the 35. And again, Davon Wells-Ross is there. The flag comes in, and he makes the tackle for Wyoming.
Intentional grounding, number 7 of the offense. Ball was placed at the spot of the foul with loss of down, third down.
So Oblad's outside of the pocket, which he can throw the ball away at will, but you've got to reach the line of scrimmage with a pass. He clearly didn't do that. An easy intentional grounding call for the referee, Mike Catone there.
Third down and 22 now for UNLV from their 34. Oblad again with pressure, gets rid of it, has Randall Grimes, and Grimes is going to be finally brought down at the 45, well shy of the first down, and it's punt time for UNLV.
A good completion for Oblad. Just now you're playing for field position, right? You was third and such a long yardage to gain. Just try to gain something, give your punter a little room, see if you can pin back this Wyoming offense.
Since Williams left the game, 22 plays, 56 yards. We're talking about Charles Williams, the star running back.
And Williams didn't have great numbers either, but he changed the game because it was someone that Wyoming was keying on, and they were getting into a rhythm. But you see the numbers since he's been out.
Conway on the return here for Wyoming, and he fumbles the ball, and it goes out of bounds. UNLV was trying to track it down, but they could not quite get it. Jamal Neal that was there that had a chance at it for the Rebels, the fullback on special teams.
It's just so far been one of those games, right? You get the big hit for the fumble, and the ball goes out of bounds.
John Chambers, talked about him a few moments ago, what he's done, we know, with his legs, also through the air to the tight end, and he's had a great night.
And as he matures as a quarterback and becomes a better passer, wow, it's going to really open up this offense and make this offense hard to handle for defenses in the Mountain West. I really like what I see out of Sean Chambers.
Almost 100 yards on the ground tonight with the touchdown. And 2 through the air. First and 10 for Wyoming from the 35. And it's Titus Swen. Good run for him, 6 yards.
Yeah, and Swen had 78 yards in that first half. So if Wyoming just takes over where they left off in the first half, they're going to have 200-yard rushers tonight. And that's a credit to the offensive line. The big uglies, they're playing good in there. They're playing physical. You love to see that.
Well, and they've had to deal with some injuries, too. I mean, they've been back and forth tonight. There's a couple guys on the right side of the offensive line, and there's Patrick Arnold back in 57 at the right guard position. He got banged up earlier at his return. Swen again. First down, up close to midfield. The rushing numbers have been outstanding for Wyoming tonight.
I have in my notes, he's tough to bring down, and that run illustrates it. I mean, he's 5'11", 190. He's got a low center of gravity. He's just a strong runner, and he runs hungry, and you love that. He wants every extra yard he can get.
Sean Chambers and company back on the field. And now taking a shot deep down the middle. Oh, what a catch! Conway! Austin Conway, an amazing grab.
Watch him go up and high point this ball, catch it with his hands, and pull it in. Excellent concentration by Austin Conway for the 28-yard reception. And Sean Chambers showing you, hey, I got a little zip on my ball as well.
I mean, he doesn't have a bad arm. You know, you think about it, if they took a few more shots, they'd really be tough to figure out. I mean, their run game has been outstanding, but when he goes to the air, it's been effective. And now right up the middle is Valade. a good 7-yard run.
A little power eye. You don't see many teams line up in a power eye formation. Strong right, hand it to the tailback, and just say, we're going to power right through, and then we're going to go get in a huddle. Like we're in the 90s. Love it.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody does this anymore, right? Now they're trying to ink up their passing yards a little bit to the rush numbers. 33-10, still leading big here, 2nd and 4. Valde cuts it back inside. That's going to be a 1st down.
I mean, that's just zone read where Chambers gives it to Valde. Watching that play, the outside linebacker he came up too wide. I think Chambers could have kept that as well. I mean, it was pick your poison. He could either give it to him or keep it. Decided to give it to him.
A lot of options here now with less than a minute to go. It's 1st down and goal. Wyoming had scored in 6 of their first 7 drives. To get those 33 points. They haven't had any points in the last 3 drives, and now this one looks like they will. High formation. Valde pushing the pile. It's inside the 5-yard line.
And they'll let this go to the 4th quarter, Mike. They'll let this clock run out and swap sides of the field, and it'll be 2nd and goal when we start the 4th.
So no scoring so far in this 2nd half, but Wyoming's on the doorstep now with 2nd and goal from the 5 when we come back to the 4th quarter. A whiteout here tonight from War Memorial Stadium in Laramie, Wyoming. Cowboys looking to go to 4-1 on the season. And they got a 23-point lead when we come back with a 4th. Start of the final quarter from Wyoming after these messages. That is a woman rider breaking through the sandstone wall, welcoming all to campus here at the University of Wyoming. The sculpture celebrates women's contributions to Wyoming past, present, and future. And then on the field, it's Pistol Pete. Getting excited for the Cowboys as they have 2nd down and goal from the 5 to start the 4th. And the pass is incomplete from Chambers, looking for Wyatt Whelan. And it'll be 3rd and goal.
Yeah, and that's where I think Chambers just keep rolling out a little bit, give the receiver a chance. It's just timing, and he's going to get it with experience and reps. It's a good over route by Whelan.
Third and goal from the 5. Keeper with Valde blocking, and Chambers goes in for the touchdown.
Well, not only does Chambers get the touchdown, he goes over 100 on the run, and he's going to run one of his own teammates over. Hey, if you're in the way, Chambers is going to take you out. See you later. Josh Harshman caught a touchdown from him earlier. This time he's in the way, and he says, I'm going to have to move you out of the way, Josh, and get you in the end zone for 6.
Get the push-ups going here. Yeah, Valde, nice job with the lead block there in the backfield. And then Chambers with the touchdown run. The extra point is good by Cooper Roth. And it is 40-10. Chambers has thrown for 124 with 2 touchdowns, and he's rushed for 102 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Some people call this place Laradise, Wyoming. Well, it's Laradise tonight for the Pokes as they lead 40-10 in the 4th.
So UNLV's had to face some issues and some injuries here tonight. Their starting quarterback, Armani Rogers, and here's what happened to him earlier and why he's not playing the rest of this game here. He took a big shot there from Solomon Byrd.
Yeah, and he was taking some shots in that first half. He limped off the field, and he actually came back in. But this second half, they've gone with Kenyon Oblad.
Yeah, tried to give it a go, but this wasn't there, so his night apparently is done. 87 yards, a touchdown, the pick. 29 yards on the ground. It's been Oblad here through the air, and he's got Steve Jenkins on the reception, true freshman for the catch. It's a first down.
And one thing's for certain, Oblad throws a nice ball. I mean,
yes,
young kid, true freshman. Give him time in the pocket. He can zing it.
Well, he said it earlier. He's at Henderson, Nevada, the all-time leading passer in Nevada high school history. Now, good shot, but taking a big hit. There's Grimes there, and that was by Keon Blankenbaker. It looks like he took the brunt of it.
Well, and that's what a young quarterback can do. You're going to get your receiver hurt. You got to see where those safeties are sitting, or linebacker in this case, in Blankenbaker. And actually, Blankenbaker actually came off the field.
Right.
Kind of hurt himself a little bit. Probably gave himself one of them stingers.
Oblad. Man open on the outside. It's Noah Bean. Nice move to get inside Wyoming territory for the first down.
How about the spin for the big man?
Yeah.
250-pound tight end makes the catch. A little spin action. Pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good for these guys to get involved in the offense, too. The wide receivers, the tight ends. Pass, another catch, about 5 yards. Tyree Jackson. Remember, their top running back, Charles Williams, out of this ball game. Guy that had 151 yards coming into tonight. Second in the nation on average.
And coming off a bye week, they were arrested, and they were looking to get him, 20, 25 carries. Got hurt early in this ball game, and it kind of threw the UNLV offense out of whack.
Second down. Oblad. Again, oh, nice catch. Reaching up for it is Randall Grimes. All of a sudden, this Rebels attack goes to the air.
And he's targeted Randall Grimes, and rightfully so. And that's a good pass by Oblad, too, putting it in a pocket where your big receiver, 6'4", 205-pounder, Grimes can go up and make that catch.
Azizi Hearn was injured on the play for Wyoming. They're attending to him.
The catch is exceptional, but the fact that a true freshman quarterback has the moxie to put that ball in there, that tight window, zip it in there and give his receiver a chance to go up there and make that catch, you got to like that.
How about the first time that UNLV has actually been in the red zone tonight? Because remember, that pass is a fourth down, 50-plus yarder. So this is their first time inside the red zone. Now to the end zone, and the pass is tipped, but caught, no, dropped by Grimes. Had it for the moment, and then Jordan Murray knocked it out.
Yeah, because I think Grimes was going to come down with that, but Murray, number 6, got his hand in there at the last second to knock it away. Grimes is going to get his hands on it, and gets actually tipped twice by Wyoming defenders. You see Halliburton gets his first hand on it. Murray gets the second finger on it.
Second down and 10. Oblad, and caught by Grimes, just shy of the touchdown. Jordan Murray's on the tackle, but he's going to set up first and goal from the 2.
Great back shoulder pass. I mean, when you throw that pass the right way, which Oblad did right there, it's really indefensible. Back shoulder to your big receiver, makes the catch. You're going to mark him a little short, so it looks like it may be... No, they are going to get first and goal.
And they're not going to get it, though. Stopping the back there. As you saw the numbers for Wyoming defensively inside the red zone, one of the best in the country. Opponents scoring just 61% of the time as that carry went to Reese. Second down and goal. Oblad hit as he throws to the end zone, and it's too high and a little bit too strong there, too, for Darren Woods, Jr. Third and goal.
Yeah, and give the young quarterback credit. I mean, he knew he was going to get hit. He stands in the pocket, holds it as long as he can. He delivers it, goes incomplete. But you talked about how this Wyoming defense really stands up tall when their back's to the wall.
12 plays on this drive. Darren Williams is now in the backfield. Can they punch it in here from the 2? Fullback Jamal Neal. Williams cuts it back. And Wyoming defenders hold him up just before the goal line. No touchdown.
And Wyoming does an excellent job getting a lot of hats to the ball carrier. Darren Williams is a strong back, but when you got 4 or 5 guys on in, you're going to go for it here.
I agree. I would. Oblad, he does. Does he have it? Let's see. No signal. The officials come in. Did he stretch it over the goal line? Kenyon Oblad, it's a touchdown for UNLV.
Yeah, to me, it looked like he got in initially. The line judge didn't throw his hands up. And then, you know, when you run in and you're looking at bodies, you never know if a guy gets pushed back or he's crawling. I mean, right here, to me, he's in. The plane of the goal line, Mike, I say it every week. It's the very front of that line. If a ball just touches it, you've broken the play, and he's clearly in. Right there, I mean, you see him in. It's hard for the officials. You're looking down the line. There's bodies everywhere, and they come running in. And
we kind of saw that look on Coach Sanchez's face for a brief moment. It was like, finally, what do we have to do here? First and goal from the 2. It takes them 4 downs, but they get it in. And UNLV, their first score since 1:09 left in the first quarter.
17.
Onside kick here now for Daniel Gutierrez, who's going to kick for UNLV.
And Wyoming took that timeout to make sure they were set.
Going to be recovered by the Cowboys.
Make sure you're set and ready. And we saw it last week, an onside kick, and some teams just aren't ready. You got to get that hands team out there, make sure in the right spot.
Keep it on the ground for Titus Swen.
Swen closing in on 100 yards himself. Running hard to get to that century mark that all running backs want to get to.
Swen's at 92 yards, but second down and 9. And breaking free, look out. Here he is, Swen down the sideline. He is in there. Let's see, we haven't seen the signal from the officials. Now they say a touchdown.
Did you say he was at 92 yards?
Yeah.
You can edit that.
Add 44 to that total.
Yes. Little off tackle, great seal block. Swen gets up there to the outside, to the races, and he's in for the score. Now, the only confusion on that play was the referees talking to each other. He wanted to make sure he didn't step out of bounds. He had to run, but clearly in for the score.
136 now for Swen and that touchdown, and Wyoming gets that 7 right back. Well, say 6, as the extra point is no good by Cooper Roth. And what has happened with him? He's missed 2 extra points tonight. He only missed 1 his entire career. But no less, Wyoming leads it 46-17 after Swen's touchdown run, first of his career. (46-17) Wyoming with 9:44 still to go this 4th quarter here tonight, trying to get to 4-1 on the season. Tyleik Collins back to return. Not going to happen. How about in the stands here tonight? Fun night here tonight from Laramie, Wyoming for these fans. And I tell you, they come out in full force for these games. This pass intercepted. Picked off. Cash Mulawea. And Wyoming's defense continues to make waves as he's inside the 5. And that's his 2nd interception this season. Cash Mulawea, the senior linebacker.
Yeah, Oblad trying to make a play. Forcing down in the middle. Mulawea just in the middle of the field, just reading his eyes. We saw his counterpart, Logan Wilson, do it earlier. This time Mulawea does it. The catch and the run. Back inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal from the 4. Titus Sweat. There he goes again. Touchdown. For checking, that's Xavier Valladay. Valladay with a score. Number 6 for Wyoming. He puts it through, and it's another TD on the board after the turnover. Valladay, 52-17.
Yeah, just a quick sudden change there. UNLV defense back on the field. One play to Valladay. And the hammer is officially dropped here for Wyoming. Cash Melawea with the interception. The run inside the 5. And the payoff by Valladay. Wyoming up big. 9:26 left in this one.
Clemson had a close one today, huh? 21-20 over North Carolina.
Sure did. How about Mac Brown going for 2, going for the win? I love the call. Just couldn't, they went option right and just couldn't get it.
On a return, Tyleek Collins for UNLV. Not going to go far.
You talked about the football stadium they're going to play in, where the Raiders are going to play as well. So a lot of new things happening for UNLV football.
Yeah, they're going to be in Las Vegas Stadium next year. That's going to be awesome. So they've really upgraded things. No doubt about it. This pass is incomplete. What do they have coming up? Not going to be easy, we'll tell you that. Number 16, Boise State, looms next weekend, even though it's at home. And then you go on the road for 3 out of 4. It's a tough schedule for them this season.
Oh, yeah. You look at the next 3. You talked about Boise State at home, at Vanderbilt, playing an SEC team on the road, and then you go to Fresno State. So it's not easy for UNLV as you look at this schedule, but you know, they got to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and get ready to go after this one.
Oblad on 2nd down, his pass incomplete. Trying to find Steve Jenkins.
No, big question for UNLV. How hurt is Charles Williams, right? He's off to such a great start. You got to see how he is, and Armani Rogers as well. And you know, Kenny Oblad has come in and done something. They're different quarterbacks. They give you different things, right? I think Oblad is more of that pure pocket passer with that arm to kind of push the ball down the field, where Armani Rogers is a runner first that can kind of do some things athletically.
I mean, if Williams comes back and he's okay, I like the thought and the threat of a passing game with them in addition to his running ability in the backfield. Here's Oblad, who shows that he can take off and run as well, and he gets the 1st down up to the 41, takes a big hit. Davon Wells-Ross. You just can't be one-dimensional. Right?
No,
they've got some pretty good receivers, too. This Grimes player who's out of USC has done a nice job tonight.
Now, the one thing I will tell young Kenyon Oblad is get down. I mean, I love his moxie. He wants to get that 1st down, but boy, you got to stay healthy, right? You take big hits. Got to be careful.
1st down. Darren Williams powers his way into Wyoming territory for a 1st down run.
And you got a lot of fresh faces, fresh bodies on defense for Wyoming as well. So their starters done for the night. Well deserved.
And UNLV able to put up some points early in the 2nd half. They had actually started to stop Wyoming's offense. And there was 3 or 4 drives there where Wyoming didn't get anything.
Yeah.
But they didn't get any points themselves. So it was a 23-point game at halftime, and now we're up to 53-17. Cowboys well in command. Oblad's throw is low. It's caught. A flag is in.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Number 44 on the defense. Got 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run. Automatic 1st down.
This one's on the D, but UNLV tonight has had 8 penalties themselves, which hasn't helped the cause.
Yeah. A couple interceptions have hurt as well.
Yep.
You can't do those things when you go on the road in conference play.
First down to the 26. Under 4 minutes to go. Oblad, little pump fake, goes to the end zone. It's intercepted. And picked off by Rome Weber. His 1st interception of the season. Redshirt freshman. Free safety hanging back. Getting the pick.
And Weber's another one of those guys. He's been a little banged up as well this season. Looked good there. Good break on the ball. He's one of the guys they want him to be more consistent in the back end. Well, he was consistent there. as he reads the quarterback. Nice break on the ball. Good coverage, makes the interception.
+3 in the turnover margin tonight, +5 coming in. It's not bad on the season. It's evident of them going to be 4-1.
Craig Bohl told us he wanted takeaways. He got 3. I think he's going to be happy.
And Wyoming will just keep it on the ground here, try to use up some clock. It's Brenton on the carry.
Notre Dame's another team. Don't sleep on them. Even though they lost at Georgia, they played incredibly well. Beat a good Virginia team. They have the schedule that even with 1 loss, I think that gets them in the playoff. But a lot of football to go.
Brenton breaking free for Wyoming down the sideline and pushed out of bounds in UNLV territory. I agree. Notre Dame, they could have beat Georgia, possibly. They were the 2-touchdown underdog in that game. I thought it was going to be closer, and it was. They honestly could have won that game.
And they played Virginia today, which was ranked, and no hangover on that one. They get it done, so this is when it gets good in college football, right about now.
And in October.
Yep.
Next weekend. You start earlier now, you know, so we've had that end of August. Like we feel like we've done 6, 7, 8, 9 games, and it's still September. Week 5. Wyoming is over 300 rushing yards for the first time this season. At 34 of that last play. Try to use some clock here down to 2:20 and ticking.
You'd love to see the walk-on Brett Brenton get some carries. He's a wrestler, so you know he's got good balance, good speed on that run down the right side, 34 yards. So.
I said it earlier about that plaque in the facility for Wyoming, about 33 walk-ons have earned scholarships under Coach Bohl. That's the development of the players. Josh Allen was a walk-on here.
And Brenton's that type of kid. He's a redshirt freshman, right? He's going to develop, play special teams, and that's the type of blue-collar player with that little chip on their shoulder, right? That Craig Bohl talks about that belongs in this Wyoming program.
Again, Brenton breaking free. Nobody home for UNLV. And he stretches it. They're going to sit down at the 1-yard line. They finally tracked him down. 41-yard run. He almost had a TD.
The premature cannon. You hate it. I think the call was good from the booth there. Looks like his knee was down before the ball crossed. So close, so close. Great camera work right down the line.
Go back and take a look at it.
But I think the call was right. I think the knee was down right before the nose of the football touch.
Yes,
The replay's not going to stop here. And great hustle by Malachi Salou, 43, not to give up on that play.
Classy move here, too, by Wyoming. They're going to take a knee. And they're going to run out the clock.
Would you expect anything less from Craig Bohl? Class personified right there.
Very good, yep. How about around the Mountain West here? And what happened so far this weekend? Air Force with the win over San Jose State last night. After San Jose State comes off with that big win at Arkansas the previous week. Mountain West this year has really done a nice job in big-time wins. And the kneel down coming here. Fresno State with the win, and Hawaii and Nevada in action on ESPN2 right now. 7-0 in the second quarter there.
We talked about the big wins from the Mountain West, 2 against SEC teams. How about San Jose State a couple weeks ago going on the road, beating Arkansas, and of course, Wyoming Cowboys right here. Beat Missouri, who's going to be a good team in the SEC.
No doubt. Wyoming's going to improve to 4-1 on the season. 5th straight home win and the most points in regulation since 2013 with a 53-17 win over UNLV tonight.
It's what we thought. I'm impressed with Sean Chambers. Looked good running and throwing the football.
That's all for us. Thanks for watching. For Rita and Gully and Mike Corey, so long from Laramie, Wyoming. Up next, SEC story, the play that changed college football.